What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to try to make Long John Silver's. Now, this will have an interior. It will be separate, though. You can kind of see it's been done at this point. But, yeah, here it is. Nothing really crazy or insane going on. Just an average-sized building. And, yeah, that being said, here's a sneak peek at the inside if I can find the door. And, yeah, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here are all of the materials you'll be needing for this build. Not an absurdly long list, which is always refreshing. Alrighty, and the space for this is a 29 by 25, and the materials I'm needing to start off are chiseled tough bricks, stripped spruce wood, or I guess logs should work, spruce planks, black stained glass, birch doors, blue concrete, quartz pillar, black stained glass panes, and I guess stone stairs. Starting from the front left-hand corner of your 29 by 25 grid call if you made it, you want to start by counting back by 2 and right by 1, and going right, you will place, whoopsies, 2 chiseled tough bricks. You will then go, I need to remember which side the door is on, if it's the in or the out. You want to go back diagonally to the right from that with a black glass, right with a birch door, forward diagonally to the right with a chiseled tough brick, right one, forward diagonally to the right with the blue concrete, right by 14, back diagonally to the right with a chiseled tough brick, right one, then back diagonally to the right with a black glass, right with a birch door, forward diagonally to the right with the chiseled tough brick, and right by 1. That's the size of the front. We'll start with the middle blue concrete section because I feel like building that up first is a good idea. I don't know. You want to start from, I guess, either the left or the right of this row of 15 blue, doesn't matter, and you want to go across it and place a blue concrete, upward facing quartz pillar, 3 black stained glass panes, upward facing quartz pillar, 3 black stained glass panes, upward facing quartz pillar, 3 black stained glass panes, upward facing quartz pillar, and then a blue concrete. You can then copy that row 3 more times. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. This build is old as frick. I made this when the Tough and all that jazz first came out. I guess when whatever, what was it, when 21 first came out? So that's why they are used partially, because I always love using new blocks immediately. And then on top of that, you can just place 5 additional rows of blue concrete. But yeah, I believe somebody requested me to make this, and I made it like pretty much instantly when they requested. And then it just sat in the tutorial world for ages. Like, you see there's a couple others around here. Those weren't suggestions, I don't believe. But that's a suggestion. That's a suggestion. And you can see how my progress is going on actually doing anything with them. So, yeah. I mean, they're there. Just doesn't really get me much credit. Anyway, we'll start on the left side here with the chiseled tough bricks. And then we'll do the right side, because I don't know. From this first chiseled tough brick you place, which is this far left one, you want to bring it back by 5. Then go back diagonally to the right one, and back by 5 again. Then go back diagonally to the left with a blue concrete, back by 3, back diagonally to the right with a chiseled tough brick, back 1, right 1, back diagonally to the right with a blue concrete, right by 3, forward diagonally to the right with a chiseled tough brick, right by 3, and then we'll go back by 4 and stop there for now. Heck, get it 4. you want to take both the blue concrete rows of 4, and specifically the ends of them, the either left or right or front and back, I guess it doesn't matter. You'll bring it up with 7 blue concrete. Just gonna do it quick. Yep. Connect the top like 5 blocks of that or something together with blue concrete, which will leave you a 2x2 gap at the, not necessarily the base, but one above the base of these little rectangles. You'll fill in the entire hole in with black stained glass panes, except for, we'll say, the bottom left-hand corner if you're looking at it from the outer wall. You could technically change it or whatever, but I'll just do back or bottom left for both. Now, let's connect up on the right side here, and then we'll start to kind of make sense of this madness. Head to the furthest right chiseled tough brick here on the front, and you want to bring it back by 5. Go back diagonally to the left one. Back by 9. Back diagonally to the right one. Back by 5. And then from there you should be able to connect perfectly to the left where you will connect. Now it's time for the making sense part. These rows of 6 here on the front left and front right, you will take either corner of them and extend them up with 5 strip spruce wood, which will specifically be kind of these 2 corners, or these 2 ends, the either end of that row of 6, which is 6 in total. You'll also do the same with the back right one. This one you will do 3 corners for, those you will do this back left one like so. I suppose it's easy enough to just place 5 rows of spruce planks on top of all of your chiseled tough bricks. Let me just take a peek. Okay, yeah. We'll worry about the doorways in a second, but just... this will just help us get walls more defined, so we're not looking at skeletons as much. Because skeletons are scary. It is that... oh, actually, this back left-hand corner will also have a row of 5 strip spruce moving up. This one isn't as important, though, which is why I didn't mention it originally, but you still need it there nonetheless. So just don't forget to do that. It doesn't matter for what we're actually doing right now, just it is there. And I guess, you know, makes it important enough. Dang, only 7.5 minutes in and we're already, like, finished the base of the build. Although the roof is where things get weird, so... like, stairs on top of stairs type of weird. Like, quite literally, too. You'll see what I mean in not that long from now, although we will probably focus on not that next. So you'll have this. While I am thinking about it, we can actually do these doorways here. So basically, you'll just take either of the black glasses to the sides of the birch door and extend them up by 2. And then to the right by 1. It should be right on both. Yes, it is. And then the top 3 rows of spruce planks can just connect together. Now, off of the top row of spruce planks here on the front, you will place a row of stone stairs that overhangs off of the left and right by 1, like so. You'll end up doing the same thing off of this row of strip spruce, kind of at the back of this row of 6, where it'll just go essentially straight behind it and 1 off of the side. Then it's the 4 corners game. You'll bring each overhanging stair in with an upside-down stone stair, up with a stone stair, in with an upside-down stone stair, up the stone stair. You get the drill until you have a nice peak. This is a certainly weird roof. I don't know. Although I tried to kind of replicate what I saw. I think the back is a little bit off, but that's because of the drive-through windows, which I added. Because I think it is drive-through windows. When I checked, I believe it did. Although I'm second-guessing myself that I checked. Although I usually do, so I don't know why I wouldn't for something like this. Anyway, You want to place a row of stone stairs off of this, like, main back wall. Here, again, it's directly off the top row, and it should overhang off of the left and the right by 1. You're going to play kind of the same four corners game here, except you don't have a front left one, so you don't actually have to worry about the left side if you don't want. But just off the front of this strip spruce, you'll have a stone stair and overhang it to the right by 1, and then do this old upside down stair thing. Preferably placing the stairs in the right spot, but it's just the same roof peak as before. There's 3 of them, I guess, technically speaking. They're all separate roofs, really. Yeah, because the blue concrete divides them. Anyway. What do we do now? Tell you what. Clear your inventory and get out. Blue concrete again, it never leaves. Stone stairs. Stone slabs. Spruce planks, I guess, also never leave. Warped slabs. Iron bars. Bamboo stairs, and I do bamboo slabs or bamboo planks. You only need 1 plank, so I forgot to make it a block in that. I was telling myself, because I did slabs original, I was like, I'll make this a block, and then I forgot. So, first off, let's the rest of, well, kind of the rest of the walls. I believe that wall is a little bit weird there. I literally don't have an image of it. Why would I? Let's be real. So, this wall right here, just making sure, yes. Basically, around the top layer of the walls on every side, you're going to place a row of stone stairs just going around. Except for at the back here, when the roof goes back, you don't want stone stairs on these 3 blocks. Essentially, you want to make sure this peak is quote-unquote separate from the rest of the walls. But it'll end up giving you this. Then, making sure you understand which ones are part of peaks and which ones aren't, you will just place an additional row of stone stairs directly on top. Essentially, this will end up connecting to the peaks, actually. But it will be directly on top of any stone stairs that aren't connected into that, and just, you know, like this. It's kind of weird to explain, but it should give you this, essentially. It's just a little bit on the right, a little bit on the left, and that tiny bit on the back. And then on top of each of those, you can place a stone slab. These you don't want to bring over and connect to the peaks just yet, because they get a little bit different there. Well, really, it's just the fact that the stone stairs overtake it. Anyway, you'll have this. Now, we can start kind of filling out the blue concrete sections, because those are important for the general, I guess, logic of the roof. So, first off, the front blue concrete wall, this one, you want to bring it back on these sides with 5 blue concrete, and then connect together. You don't have to do all of it necessarily. I would just do like the top 4 rows, but even then you don't need to do all of the top 4 rows. I'm just going to anyway, because it's easier than being like, here's where the peak goes, and here's where everything stops, and all that jazz. It's too much work. Like so. Now, the stone stair roof little triangular peaks to the left and the right of this can just straight up connect into the blue concrete section. And then once you hit this stair where the slabs end up being beside it, you will stop. Which is also in line with the end of that blue concrete, coincidentally. Or maybe not coincidentally. There's a good fat chance I did that on purpose. But again, this build is like 2 months old at this point in time, so I don't know what's going on anymore. And then this peak here on the back right, you'll do a similar thing with. Essentially, you will just bring it left until it will be in line with this end stair here. And make sure you do the upside down stairs and all that jazz, again, for what is necessary. And I believe, yeah, you'll end up having to turn a stone slab into a block instead of doing something crazy, but make sure you don't go any further and make sure you only do the stairs necessary, of course. I just broke a stair. I shouldn't have. That's really cool. But essentially, it will look like this, kind of. Or will look like this. For the drive-through windows, which are these 2 blue concrete rectangles, you essentially want to just bring them each together. So you're going to take, I guess, the 4 rows of the back one. You can just bring them forward, and then make sure you also bring the one on the left to the right, and just and you will see that they will meet at kind of an intersection point, and you'll just fill in like so. The rest of this portion of the roof can be filled in with stone slabs. Leave this blue concrete section alone, that is a different roof. And then we'll worry about the rest in a second here. We'll do the letters last, I think. Because you know how I feel about banner letters. This is a very short exterior. Although I'm not really complaining. It's nice to get a short breather. Because I did Moon yesterday, which was like an hour. So, you know, to get something that's like not an hour is always very pleasant after doing something that is like an hour. Oopsies. Don't forget the back left little, like, it's 4 blocks literally, but slabs. Now, you will want to make sure that you head to the right and left and just check these triangular roofs and make sure that you have the undersides of them here filled in with spruce planks, because no one wants to see into your restaurant's attic. That's a weird sentence that I didn't really imagine I'd be saying, yet here we are, I guess. Something really crazy. You should know the drill with this, obviously. Why did I even do this? Get out deep slate brick slabs. I don't know why I didn't tell you to get those up before. I guess I just forgot about them. Anyway, on the... really all of the blue concrete sections. Well, it's a little bit different actually on the drive-through windows. So on the drive-through window sections, you're going to place on the row of blue concrete above the drive-through windows a row of upside-down warp slabs just going across it. Place an iron bar above the, I guess, left and rightmost slabs when you're looking at it. On the front, this row of upside-down warp slabs goes from one quartz pillar to the other side, and it's in front of the top half of the glass, like so. And this has an iron bar on, yet again, the far left and far right, and also the middle one, which will be just above this middle row of panes in the middle window. So much middle. Ooh, I love frame rate. It's not important, apparently, though. Anyway. Take this middle iron bar because it is important, and you want to count up from it by 3, and right here you will place an upside-down bamboo stair facing to the left. To the right of it, you'll place an upside-down stair facing right. Above that one, you'll place a bamboo stair facing right. Then you will, to the left of that, place a bamboo plank. Left of that, a bamboo stair facing right, which should be into that plank. And then below that, you'll place an upside-down bamboo stair, also facing right. And there's your little fishy logo. Ironically, this is one of 2 restaurants that I mentioned in this video that has a fish as the logo. That over there also does. That's Bonefish, if anybody was wondering. Anyway, on top of this particular rectangle of blue concrete, you'll place deep slate brick slabs. I guess you can just fill in the entire roof while we're at it, because it's 6 rows. Like, it's nothing crazy. Like so. And then you'll bring it out on each side with more deep slate brick slabs. Just by 1 row. And there you have it. If you don't care about the banner letters, get out. I'm just kidding. I mean, I guess I'm not, because that's the tutorial done other than the banner letters, which, yeah, if you want to use mine, you need to get out a loom, a buttload of blue banners, I don't know the particular number, and also a buttload of white dye, and slightly less, but also a good amount of blue dye still. Smack your loom on the floor. Let me do that again. Smack your loom on the floor, and what you want to do is put in your first blue banner. And your white dye. You will do line across, or line down the left, which is Pale Dexter, and line across the bottom, which is Basefess. Why did I put that back in? Next banner, you're literally just going to do line across top, bottom, left, and right. So Basefess, Perfess? No, Chief Fess, I lied. Pale Sinister and Pale Dexter. I'm going to reorganize this a little bit. Oh, there we go. Next one, line down left, which is Pale Dexter, and line down right, which is Pale Sinister. Then line, or diagonal line from top left to bottom right, which is Bend. Next one, you'll do line down the right side, which is Pale Sinister. Put in a singular... Whoopsies. Put in a singular blue die and do the top half. Right? Top half? Yeah, top half fully blue, which is per Fess. Put back in your white die and do line across top, which is Chief Fess. Line across bottom, which is base Fess, if I could do the right thing. And then line down left, which is Pale Dexter. J, do line down the right side, which is Pale Sinister, and then line across the bottom, which is base Fess. Next would be another O, so I don't need that. And then for the H, you'll do line down right and line down left, which is Pale Dexter and Pale Sinister. I inverted that, whatever. And then do line through the middle, which is Fess. Next is an N, which we already have. And the next after that is an S. So line across bottom and line across top, which is base Fess, Chief Fess. Line from top left to bottom right, which is Bend. We can fit in 2 more letters. Next one, you'll literally just do a white line down the middle, which is Pale. One after that is the one that I actually do not remember, but I do have a screenshot of the things. So for the V, you want to do the... I love how I already forgot. That is just awesome. You want to do the full top half white, which is per Fess. You will then do the kind of diamond in the middle, which is the lozenge. And then if you put in your blue die, you will do the triangle at the top of the banner, which is inverted chevron. And then we can put these on just because, yes. You'll take the furthest left, oh my god, iron bar, and you want to count up from it by 2 and left by 1 and place your L banner. Then going right, you'll do O, N, G, J, O, H, N, S, I, L, V, and then you'll end up leaving a gap of 2 and place an S here on the far right. For the E and the R, put back in a blue banner and your white die, and for the E, you will do line across top, middle, and bottom, which is Chief Fess, base Fess, and Fess. And then we'll do the line down the left, which is Pale Dexter. For the R, this one's a little bit different. It is the line across the top, which is Chief Fess, line down the left, which is Pale Dexter, and then line from top left to bottom right, which is Bent. And then you'll put an E in the first gap and R in the second gap. And, yeah, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that should be your Long John Silver's exterior complete. Just making a little bit of a double check to make sure I didn't screw something up extremely. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, if everything goes to plan, the interior should be tomorrow, except unless you remember watching this, then it won't be tomorrow. But anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.